Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Tonight we continue with Wildcard Weekend with what should be a great one between the Minnesota Vikings and the Philadelphia Eagles.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wildcard game. And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last two plays, both losses. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
3rd down.
Third and short yardage. Cousins got a man. That's Richie James. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. This is White. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. They'll try. To be bold on the opening drive of the game, but that effort, it proves futile.
How many times have we talked with coaches where they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision-making? I think that opening drive, if he didn't have it in his head to go for it before, I think that keyed into it. They were doing so well, and he decided to really establish something there. They didn't get it. Now they've got to make sure that they don't lose their focus.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And
that was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
the last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Geis. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. First down, here's White. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The first quarter.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Options galore here, second and a few inches.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they do.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
First down, Vikings.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
Cousins.
And Duke Riley will get credit for the tackle.
Duke Riley.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
17-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Minnesota from 17 yards out. And the Vikings have taken the lead.
Just a great individual effort there to take that pop pass and scamper off into the end zone.
And that's why offenses love that play, partner, because that gives them a chance to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers with a full head of steam behind them. It's open like a track relay. Legs 2, 3, and 4. That first guy steaming ahead, and he just hands it to you, and you get a chance to take off and go before you even get the baton.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From just inside the 20, a short kick. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Throwing now is Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught in the end zone by Jalen Reagor. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Reagor, 55 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Here's Richie James on the return. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. From the 38, Cousins. It's caught. This is White. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And the Vikings.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Play action now. Cousins.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
A gain of
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead.
He is good.
And his kick is right through.
Vikings 14, Eagles 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now under 100 yards of total offense. This is Jackson on the quick throw from Wentz. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense, 1st and 10. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead.
It's
second and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz.
He'll fire it deep for Rager.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
10 at their own 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC Wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC Wildcard bout. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
That's good.
How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
1st and 10.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Wentz's throw taken in by Sanders. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down now, it's Sanders. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He covered a lot of ground, great blocking, and now they can sniff that end zone.
They certainly can, and because of that run, maybe you come back and fake it to him on this play and throw a little play action. Someone should break one.
And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to regain the lead. He had the option to hand that foot.
Mention the option. Most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Try
and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That first down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. Left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
3rd quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Play fake. Cousins. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
For the Vikings.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep. An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That's caught by Jackson. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
And he stopped immediately there.
Again, the ball carrier.
Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 4.
Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now James returning. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. On play action, Cousins. He's got Smith here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Vikings.
Cousins now to throw on first down. Lets it fly for Thielen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a...
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 72 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far
And they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cousins pass complete.
Adam Thielen there to make the grab. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen? I don't know if it gets much better than what we just saw there.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Flush to his right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Wentz to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. That's good for 28 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now a nice play defensively on 1st down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Cousins to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batting down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jalen Mills. It's a foot race. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make 17. Here's James. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Will Parks.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
He's going to let this go deep for Jackson.
On Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked off at the 36.
By the Vikings.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 42 yards.
1st down, Minnesota.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. One last shot now for Cousins. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Justin Jefferson.
Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. It's up and it's good, so that'll mean the final deficit will tally out at 10. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.
So that